We got some really sad news about Sharon Osbourne today. Just 3 months after losing her husband Ozzy, Sharon is now mourning another devastating loss. Her beloved dog Elvis has passed away at 14 years old. This is absolutely heartbreaking because anyone who's lost a pet knows that pain. But to lose your companion animal just months after losing your husband of 43 years, that's a double blow that would crush anyone. Before we get into this, hit that like button and subscribe. This is an emotional story about loss and grief, so we're gonna handle it with care. Drop a comment sending love to Sharon because she's going through it right now. Sharon shared the heartbreaking news on Instagram this past Sunday, October 19th, and you can feel the pain in her words. She posted a tender photo of herself with Elvis and wrote, "I can't believe I am posting this, but my darling Elvis passed away this week. He gave me 14 precious years. He was by my side until the end. Rest in peace, my darling boy." 14 years. That's a long time to have a furry companion by your side. Elvis was a Siberian Husky, and according to reports, he was one of many pets in the Osbourne household. The family has always been known for their love of animals, including dogs, cats, and even rescue pigs. But Elvis held a special place in Sharon's heart. He was often seen curled up on her lap during interviews and was clearly more than just a pet. He was family. What makes this loss even more painful is the timing. Ozzy passed away on July 22, 2025 at age 76. That was just 3 months ago. Sharon is still deep in grief over losing her husband, and now she's had to say goodbye to Elvis too. As we covered in a previous video, Sharon's son Jack recently said his mom is okay, but not okay, as she continues to process Ozzy's death. She's been withdrawn from public life, trying to find her footing, and dealing with the overwhelming sadness of losing her partner of over 4 decades. Sharon's daughter Kelly Osbourne also posted about Elvis's passing, and her words really show just how important this dog was to the family during this difficult time. Kelly wrote on social media, "Our guardian angel has left us. Elvis did not leave my side since my dad passed. He helped get me through the darkest moment of my life." Think about that. Elvis wasn't just Sharon's companion, he was helping the entire family cope with Ozzy's death. After Ozzy passed, Elvis stayed by Kelly's side, providing comfort during what she calls the darkest moment of her life. Kelly continued, "I keep trying to find a positive in all of this, and the only thing I can come up with is that maybe my dad needed him." That line right there is gonna make you emotional. The idea that maybe Ozzy needed Elvis with him, now that's the kind of thought that helps people process impossible losses. It's a beautiful way to think about it, even though it doesn't make the pain any less real. Kelly called Elvis one of a kind and a treasure. That's the kind of love people have for their pets. They're not just animals, they're family members, companions, and sources of unconditional love during the hardest times. The fact that Elvis was there for the family in the immediate aftermath of Ozzy's death, providing comfort and companionship, makes his loss even more significant. He was a lifeline for them during their grief, and now that lifeline is gone. What makes this even more heartbreaking is that this isn't the first pet the Osbournes have lost recently. Back in August 2024, just over a year ago, the family mourned the death of their 15-year-old Pomeranian named Rocky. Ozzy himself posted about Rocky's death at the time, writing, "2 days ago, I lost my good friend Rocky, who has been at my side for 15 years. I'll see you on the other side, my friend." So Ozzy lost Rocky in August 2024, then Ozzy himself passed away in July 2025, and now Elvis is gone in October 2025. That's 3 major losses for this family in just over a year. For a family that's always been so public about their love for animals, losing these beloved pets has been devastating. The Osbournes aren't the type of celebrity family that just has pets for show. They genuinely love and bond with their animals. Elvis had been part of Sharon's life for 14 years. That means he was there through so much. The ups and downs of Ozzy's health struggles, the Parkinson's diagnosis, the surgeries, the pain, all of it. Elvis was a constant presence through some of the hardest times in Sharon's life. And now, when Sharon probably needs comfort the most as she grieves Ozzy, Elvis is gone too. Let me talk for a minute about why losing a pet during a time of grief is so incredibly difficult. When you lose a loved one, especially a spouse, your pets become even more important. They provide routine, companionship, unconditional love, and a reason to get up in the morning. They don't judge your grief, they just sit with you through it. Kelly said, "Elvis did not leave my side since my dad passed." That's what pets do. They sense when we're hurting and they stay close. They provide comfort in a way that humans sometimes can't because there's no expectation to talk about it or explain your feelings. You can just be sad with your pet beside you. For Sharon, who's been dealing with the immense loss of her husband of 43 years, Elvis was probably a source of comfort during those difficult nights she mentioned in her September Instagram post, the nights when grief hits hardest and you feel most alone. Sharon had said that the tributes and support from fans had carried me through many nights, but I'm sure Elvis was there for those nights too, curled up beside her, providing the kind of comfort only a loyal companion can give. Now that Elvis is gone, Sharon has lost that source of daily comfort. She's lost the routine of caring for him, the unconditional love he provided, and the physical presence of a living being who'd been by her side for 14 years. Anyone who's lost a pet knows it's a real grief. It's not just a dog or just a cat. These are family members. And when you lose a pet during an already difficult time of grief, it can feel unbearable. Let's take a step back and look at everything Sharon has been dealing with over the past 3 months. Ozzy died on July 22nd. Sharon posted a family statement saying he was with his family and surrounded by love when he passed. That was the beginning of her grief journey. On July 30th, there was a massive public funeral procession in Birmingham where Sharon was visibly emotional, leaning on her children for support as they looked at tributes left by thousands of fans. For weeks after, Sharon stayed out of the public eye. Her son Jack said she was okay, but not okay functioning, but deeply affected by the loss. On September 12th, nearly 2 months after Ozzy's death, Sharon finally posted on Instagram saying she was still having trouble finding the words and that she was still finding my footing. She shared that she'd taken up falconry as a new hobby to help her cope. Just 10 days before announcing Elvis's death, Sharon turned 73 on October 9th, her first birthday without Ozzy in over 4 decades. And now, less than 2 weeks after that birthday, she's announcing the death of Elvis. Sharon has been hit with wave after wave of loss and difficult moments. She's trying to find her footing, trying to cope, trying to move forward, and every time she starts to stabilize a bit, something else happens. The grief journey isn't linear. It's not like you get a little better each day until you're fine. It comes in waves. And just when you think you're managing, something can knock you back down. For Sharon, losing Elvis is one of those knockdowns. Since Sharon announced Elvis's death, fans and friends have been flooding her social media with condolences and messages of support. People are commenting things like, "Sending you so much love, Sharon," and "I'm so sorry for all your losses," and "Elvis was such a beautiful soul." Many people are sharing their own stories of losing pets during times of grief, letting Sharon know she's not alone in this experience. Some fans are pointing out that Elvis lived a long, loved life. 14 years for a Siberian Husky is a good full life. He was clearly well cared for and deeply loved. Others are echoing Kelly's sentiment that maybe Ozzy needed Elvis with him now. It's a comforting thought that Elvis and Ozzy are together again, along with Rocky and all the other pets the Osbournes have lost over the years. The pet loss community is especially active in the comments, with people who understand that losing a pet isn't a small thing. It's a legitimate grief that deserves recognition and support. What's clear from all these messages is that people genuinely care about Sharon and want to support her through this incredibly difficult time. She's been so open about her grief journey, and people appreciate that vulnerability and want to give back some of that support. All right, y'all, that's the heartbreaking update about Sharon Osbourne losing her dog Elvis just 3 months after Ozzy's death. 14 years of companionship, gone. A source of comfort during the darkest time in her life, now passed away. Another loss to process on top of everything else she's been dealing with. What I want everyone to do is head to Sharon's Instagram and leave a kind comment. Send her some love. Let her know that people are thinking of her and Elvis during this time. She's been through so much, and a little kindness from strangers can really help. And if you've ever lost a pet, especially during a difficult time in your life, drop a comment sharing your story. Sometimes it helps to know other people understand exactly what you're going through. If you made it to the end, thank you for being here for this emotional update. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And please, if you have pets, give them an extra hug today. They're only here for a short time, and they give us so much love while they're with us. Sending all the love to Sharon and the Osbourne family. Rest in peace, Elvis. Until next time.